Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Charles again. I just got another shipment from Sweden, so I thought I'd show you what I got. Let's start over here. So this thing's just a brass tube with a cap. As you can see, that cap just slides on there. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to use this for. I just bought it. I just saw it and got it. But it looks like it's about 3/4 inch diameter. And that's about 7 inches long. And of course, you've seen these before. This is the E. Johnson Mora Knives. Now this one, it's got a stamp on it, but I don't know. I haven't done enough to figure out who made this, whether this is from like Frost or Eric Frost, or if it's Mora Knives. I mean, this is from, I'm gonna say, from the 70s most likely, but it's got that little bit more pointed top where it's kind of shaped on the top. But anyway, now I know these sheaths look the same, but I think there's only one sheath maker, so you know, they make all the sheaths for the different companies that used to be there, and now I guess it's just more knives since E. Johnson burned down. What's this guy? This is a 1.5 meter strap. I already showed one of these on my LK35 videos. I just liked it so much, but I bought another one. This thing's great because you can use this on just about any backpack or rucksack, and this will go through the frame. So specifically on the LK35, there's these two little loopholes on about the middle or bottom third of the frame, and this thing goes right through it. It's about 3/4 of an inch, almost 1 inch wide. Looks like it's made out of elk leather, but I'm not, or moose leather, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, I just like it, so I bought another one. Not like I really need it. Over here I've got the flicklampa. This is just an all metal. I'm not sure when this was made. I'm thinking probably in the 50s or 60s, maybe even later, but this is the all metal version of it. The only problem I have with this is this compartment is not quite the right size for, you know, standard batteries. So I'm going to have to do some kind of modification so that I can put batteries in there so I can actually use it. I can also upgrade that light bulb with an LED. This thing's made really well. I have the plastic version of this, and the plastic one is heavier than this, just because they, you know, obviously it's plastic, so it needs to be thicker. And you've got the blackout with a little slot in the middle. It's hard to see with the reflection. There's that blue. And you've got red for the lens. On the top here on the switch, you can do it 45 degree. Now you can use this for Morse code, and then if you turn it all the way, this thing is locked on. Obviously I can't demonstrate that since I don't have a battery or modified a battery for it. But I really like the plastic one I have. Maybe I'll try to grab it at the end of this video so you can see what the differences are. This guy here, this is an issued Swedish, basically tongs or serving tongs. I use this pretty much at home because with the size, I mean, it's light enough, stainless steel, but it's light enough. I could take it with me, it just takes up a lot of space, so normally I don't take it unless I'm car camping or something like that. But anyway, it does have the 3 crowns on there. I like it because you've kind of got that flat area where you can scoop stuff and serve, and then you can use the tongs. And even better, what I got was I got some of these stainless steel mess kits. So I'm pretty excited though, because I did find one that I have not physically handled or seen. I did not see any type of stamps on this, so most of these have stamps, where it's Eskilstuna or something like that, or Jensi or Gensi, anyway, Gense. Even on this one did not have a stamp on it that I could see. But what makes this one slightly different, I did a video how you can spot stainless steel from the aluminum, and the main point was that on all of the stainless steel ones that I've handled before, always had this kind of rectangle type of shape on there. And then looking at pictures, you could deduct that, oh, these kind of triangle type shape on the top of this handle would indicate that it's more likely an aluminum one. But this proves it wrong. And I did see a picture of one of these online, but I never handled one. See here, this handle is slightly different. The shape too, how it's got that stamp, or not stamp, but the shape on here versus the flat over here. But you can see, if I can get this with one hand, that this thing is stainless steel. Gosh, I can't even do it. But I guess what I would say now is that, to make sure you have stainless steel, that you want to make sure that there's only one band on here to seal this up. And it also looks like this thing was never used. And because there's no stamps that I've been able to find on here, I cannot say exactly when this was made. I know the bulk, if not all, of the stainless ones were built in 1940 to 1944, but they may have kept going these until the 50s, or later maybe, but I have no information if they kept making the stainless steel past then. But this thing's in great condition. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's never been used. Obviously there's storage marks and stuff, but it doesn't look like this thing's ever been used anywhere. You can also see on here the tabs to hold this hoop. These ones are a little bit different than the original, or the earlier ones. The earlier ones always had this kind of rounded steel, and it's regular steel. These ones, I'm thinking that it's got to be stainless, but I don't have a magnet to double check. But I don't see any rust on here, but that just might be because it's never been exposed. But it almost looks like stainless steel on all of these attachments on here, versus on these older models it's a regular steel, carbon steel on the hoop and the handle. To me it kind of seems like it's stainless, but I have not exposed these or used them, but to me it looks like it should be stainless steel. But I'm really excited about this, and keep this for my son. He wanted a mess kit, so I guess I'll keep him this nice one. I'm gonna like resell this guy here. Let's go back to the plastic flicklampa, or anyway, this little lantern or flashlight. This is the plastic one, so you can see kind of they're made very similar, but you can obviously see that the inside, this is made for I think a 4.5 volt kind of a square or rectangular battery, where this one was made to use C batteries, type C batteries. You still got the similar construction with the switch on here. You can still change the colors. Let's see if I can put this back together. Anyway, so you still got the red, the blackout, and then the green. So I've got to figure out some way to do this. What I like about the all metal one is it's slightly thinner. It's also lighter because they use heavy duty plastic. And you can see here I lost one of the little knob for this. Didn't affect it, but kind of makes me mad that this thing popped off. I'm thinking that I probably lost this when I was with my son doing Boy Scouts, when we were allowed to do Boy Scout stuff. That's all I got. You got any questions here or comments? I'll try to answer or reply. You guys have a good one. Be safe.